Yo, this is nice. Holy shit. I remember when mine came in, I would sit on the couch and drive it for weeks. Be all, Bro, how many times did you play with this on the couch?
Oh, I'm not telling you.
Duke's had this for weeks.
That's undisclosed information.
Alright. I have a full tutorial on this on my page for the RCF. It is very similar for the ISF. I'm gonna document whatever differences I find, but for the most part, I think we're just gonna get this moving, and if I find anything that's worth mentioning, I'll throw it on the video. But honestly, we just want to get this going. Yo, I love this little F stitch on here. How come my car doesn't have that shit? Yo, this came this way? That's fucking dope. Bro still has the plastic still on there. Bougie ass. Mine's all scraped. Alright. Yeah, what do we need? Let's get some tools. I think the first thing we need is a little pick for the little plastics. And I need my headlight so I can see what the hell I'm doing. But the first thing that's gotta come off is the airbag. There we go. Cover number one. Alright guys, so it looks like there is a T30 Torx screw on the side right here. T30, and you take off one on each side instead of tabs, and that's what pops off the airbag. I'm gonna verify that right now, and in case I'm lying to you, I will take back what I said. But we're gonna take those screws off right here on both sides, see if it pops off, and we'll disconnect the airbag, and then we'll get to the steering wheel. RCF has a little like clip, there's 3 of them, and you gotta push it and it pops off, but this is slightly different. Alrighty, so I just took off the T30s, and now we're gonna remove the airbag, and it looks like it's almost identical to the RCF back here. So we're just gonna pop these up. Honestly, the pick is easier for that. So pop these little guys off like that, and then nudge it from the bottom here. Boom. Can't mix these up because they're color coordinated. If you fuck those up, you are this little ground tab here has, if I remember correctly, it does have a little button, like a little tiny tab that you gotta push and it slides off. But I know it doesn't just pop off. Where is it? Oh, right here. Yep, there's a little tab right here. Push it, boom, comes right off. There we go. Alright, airbag is out. Yeah. This is a really nice airbag, to be honest, but we got a better one coming. So from what I can see here, we have to unplug these guys. These only go in one way, so I don't have to worry about how they go. This is the clock spring right here. Now these orange ones are going to stay behind, so the important part is we have to leave the orange ones in a place where they're not going to get caught when we remove the steering wheel. Because if you pull that clock spring out, you just cost yourself $1,000. So that's that. So if you guys don't know, the clock spring is has little I don't know if they're magnetic or what, but it's the internals are constantly making contact while turning the steering wheel, and that's what allows you to keep all your controls on the steering wheel and be able to turn at the same time. But you can only turn it so many times before it stops. If you turn it past that breaking point, you will rip the clock spring apart inside, and it will no longer make contact, and none of your buttons will work. Alright, now we need a 3/4 socket to remove the steering wheel, or at least to break it loose. Wow, that wasn't even tight. All right. So I know not to torque it too much then. So one of the things that I like to do when I take off steering wheel is sometimes they have a notch and it only goes one way. I mark it. I put a little scratch on there so I know exactly how I want it back on there. And I do more than one. So I do one in the 12 o'clock position. Yo, I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes here. Come here, bitch. How dare you? It's that season, guys. Okay. So I can't mark the steering wheel because this is being replaced with the new one. So all I can do is line up as best as I can 12 and 6 o'clock. Alright, that's good enough. And now the fun part, this is where everybody gets stuck. And I hope Duke doesn't see me doing this, because there we go. Okay. Alright, so now that it's off, I have to hold the clock spring in there and feed this through. And I can't let it turn. Fuck, man. Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright, the steering wheel is off. And this is the clock spring. This, do not touch it, do not turn it, do not look at it, don't even mention it. Just leave it alone. Alright guys, I am just gonna start taking shit off. So, first thing we gotta take off is these paddles and disconnect this little guy. I'm just gonna put everything off to the side, kind of the way that it comes off. It's starting to get hot here, guys, so I have the garage fans going on full blast. I'm sorry if it's super loud, but take this guy off, and let's see, where's my flathead? I think I left it in there. Get my pick. There we go. There's that. This guy. Alright, what do we have missing? Get to the front. we're gonna take off the cruise control. And I'm just gonna leave the bolts on everything. We are upgrading these carbon paddles, but I think we need the screws. As far as the wiring goes, I'm just gonna sneak that out like that. And there's one more down here. Take these controls off. And I'm just kind of nudging the bottom up. It looks like it's sliding out slowly. I don't want to force it because I don't know what's back there. There we go. So I think what was sliding out is these little plungers here in those holes. So leave this together as well. Let's take this guy out and we'll guide it out slowly as well. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of sneaking back here and just slowly prying up. I don't want to damage anything on the way out. So these will come off together. Like that. Leave those there. And then what we're trying to do is get this plastic off. So there's a couple clips down here. And I think we have to remove this. So we're going to take these guys off. Okay. Oh. There's the secret bolts back here. That's what's really holding this plastic down. Alright. So I'm going to take these guys off. We'll bring the carbon wheel and we'll start swapping. Oh, no shit, look at that. This comes with the plastic. Huh. Wow. Okay, so we'll put that back there. My RCF didn't come with that. I had to swap those pieces out. So Duke got his from a different place. I got mine from Zen Carbon. Alright. I'm gonna swap those out in a minute. And what do we do here? We need this guy here. So these are for the plastic. These go here. I'm not going to tighten it all the way right now, just kind of snug it up. But once I get that second bolt in, I will tighten it so I don't forget. Alright, there's guides right here, so there's nothing really to align. Just get it nice and tight. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put this back into, even the airbag T30s are still there. That's crazy. Okay. Alright, so then we'll leave this alone. Alright, we're gonna swap out the controls. So far, in my experience, the ISF is easier to install than the RCF. RCF's video was literally like a 40-minute long video, step by step. It was honestly, the molding on mine wasn't really that good. I wasn't happy with it. Put this in here. Put this in here. Alright. So this little piece right here, goes towards the back. And it snaps in like that. Boom. And then we're taking these off. Okay. This looks slightly different for whatever reason. It came with the car. I'm not hooking up anything that wasn't already on the car, so make sure these are torqued. Okay. Alright, now this piece goes to this guy. And this goes in this way. Alright, cruise control is in. And we have to connect this little guy here. So this went like this. Maybe I should have put this in before. Yeah, you might want to put that in beforehand because it'll make it a little bit easier. This tucks in there. I'm going to feed this under. And then these end up side by side like that. Boom. Here's your little ground. Alright, everything's good to go here. Now we got to figure out how to do the airbag. Before we do the airbag, I want to get this in here and get it out of the way. So I'm just going to carefully feed the clock spring through. There we go. And then I need to check my marks. This is way too bright. Okay. Nope. Okay, that's way too far. Oop. Okay, that's as far as it's gonna get. Hey, Duke.
What up?
You might need an alignment.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So we can get pretty close to dead center.
Yeah.
But if you go one tooth off to try to correct it, it's too far off. So this is as close as I can get it.
Okay.
So it'll be like a very minor like tie rod adjustment probably.
Come on, Saturday? No, I'll get it done next week.
Alright, so big connector in there, little guy to the right. Alright, and then we have the ground and the airbag to go. Bolt this guy up. I'm gonna function for this, so I don't scratch the steering wheel. And I have one. I have another, but that's too large. This light's gonna attract all kinds of fucking bugs, man.
Yeah, fucking seen a couple flying around. I'm already getting tagged up. That's alright.
All right, that's good. Yo, this might be like centered.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I'm gonna be positive. I don't think I'm gonna need a line.
All right. I don't know. All right, guys. So this ISF airbag cover has these things here that look like Allen heads, but they're actually really, really awesome rivets. I'm gonna drill these fuckers out, and we're gonna use new rivets. Hopefully, I think I have short enough ones. Maybe might have to go get some new ones. We'll try a few. If they don't work, they don't work. We can go get new ones. I thought I had maybe some new ones over here. Yo, my neighbor's dog is bugging, bro. I'm about to go choke it. Alright, let's drill it out first. Get the hard part out of the way. We can always go get new rivets. Look at that. There we go. Rivet number 1 is off. Alright, who was the magic bit? It was a 732 bit. That's the one that did it. Alright, man. Now I need some fucking dice. Get this out of here. What exactly is going on? Wow, this thing is ugly, man. Alright. 3 more to go. Alright. Number 2. It's out. We got this one. Okay. I don't want to drill all the way through. I think this is already off. Almost. There we go. Want to be a little careful with that one because that one is in the airbag. So I'm letting the drill do its job. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it. There we go. See, no pressure, and this will just walk off onto the drill bit, and we should be able to take it off now. So there is little tabs under there that I can see. It needs to come all the way off, it looks like. See that? There we go. That one's off. That's why you see it kind of bulging now. It's off. There we go. All right. Now, slime this in here carefully. Jesus. Hey, bro, if this goes off on me, I don't want to be friends anymore. Alright guys, so I trimmed all of the excess off the other side on this. I don't really want to dismantle the airbag any more than what I already have. But once I have it there, I have a punch tool and I'm going to tap it very lightly. And you see how it's kind of sinking in. And these are very light taps. I know they may sound like I'm hammering it really loud, really hard, but it's very, very mellow tap. Let's see if there's any excess left on there. And just so you guys know, the other side is already off. I would rather do this than drill it and risk puncturing the airbag. But it's up to you guys what you want to do. It's your car. There we go. Honestly, I could use a smaller punch tool, but this is the closest one I found. There we go. It is almost in. That's it. Fell in. God, such a... Alright guys, we're back from AutoZone, and they have a 80-piece rivet kit. It's like an assortment kit. And this is what we're looking for here. These guys, they fit perfect on here. The only problem is there's only 3, I think. Come on, is there 4? There has to be 4 in here. No, there's only 3. But we can use a different one. So, I mean, essentially what we want is this thickness here. But what I like about this is that it resembles the original one that was on there. So check this out. Look at that. Fills in perfect. I love that. 2, in case you guys were wondering. So we're using the yellow one. Alright. And before we actually get started, let me look one more time, make sure there isn't another one hiding in here that size. This was a sealed packet too, so it must be only 3. Lose it. Alright, now it's the nerve-wracking part, getting this in there. So earlier what I found is that getting this bottom piece in first. Let's work this. Ah, come on. There, it's going in. Alright, one side in. What a pain in the ass. Look at that. Alright, it's all lined up now. Alright. Gotta make sure this is lined up. This one. This one and this one. this is going on now. So we got this ground right here, the part that folds in goes away from you, because I remember having that little clip on the backside. So there it is, and these guys right here. Alright, so now we gotta do this T30 on the side. Just a little snug. There we go. Alright. And then this car goes this way.